What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And in today's video, I got to talk about more layoffs. I'm not happy to do it, but it's more full-time employees that are about to get screwed. All right, guys, so welcome on back to TK's Garage. In today's video, we're talking about more full-time Stellantis employees that are about to get some bad news. Recently, we saw that at the Sterling Heights assembly plant, we had 40-something plus employees, full-time represented union employees were indefinitely laid off. It seems that with the current conditions of what's going on, not just at Sterling Heights, but we're going to talk about them first. It looks like Stellantis is looking to cut another high 30s of employees. Now, I know you're going to say, well, that's not a lot. Tell that to the 30-plus families that are about to go home with no job. High 30s, close to 40 more full-time represented employees that are about to be cut. Now, all of this information, and you guys, my track record has been impeccable when it comes to this, all comes from inside sources and executives at Stellantis, not the union. These are the job. This is what they're looking at cutting. So they're doing that, and they're going to cut more permanent full-time employees also at Warren, from Warren Stamping. Now, that number they weren't specific about, just that they weren't temps, that they weren't seasonal employees, and that they were full-time represented employees. Stellantis is doing this, one, as a cost savings for the company, as they claim it's because of market conditions and not because their CEO royally destroyed the company, overpriced everything, cut the quality of parts, and made it that, people that are assembling these cars are putting the cars together with crap parts, and then they fall apart and cause issues. They don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about just consistently cutting costs. They over-delivered vehicles to dealerships here in the third quarter to try to inflate their numbers. So it looks like they were turning around after the disaster that happened in the second quarter, but that's just not happening. Now, I've had a lot of people giving me information telling me that there's more rumblings coming out of Toledo, that there could be some more permanent layoffs, and these are people that relocated from Belvedere, which kind of sucks, but I could see that happening where they cut people that they moved there first. But for sure, 100%, for sure, they are cutting more jobs at Warren with stamping, and they are definitely cutting more jobs at Sterling Heights. Now, the thing that's so crazy to me about this situation is Sterling Heights was like the one place where, everybody was saying, oh, they're not going to cut any jobs here. We make X, Y, and Z. It's not going to happen. And then it is. Now, there is a talk within the company at Stellantis on cutting more full-time employees from Jefferson and from Mac as well, but nothing definitive like what we're seeing where they're about to start issuing this information to the UAW so they can reach out to these employees and let them know. Now, I know you're going to say, well, who's affected? How much seniority? Or most of these people that are supposedly going to be cut are within the last 5 to 7 years of experience. So like people that have been with the company longer, your jobs are most likely safe. I can't speak if you have like horrible performance reports or something, if they're not going to cut somebody that has more experience, but most likely they're cutting the people that have the least or lesser than, and maybe not as great performance reports. So we'll see what happens. I'm just breaking it. I'm giving it to you guys here first because, there's a lot of people within the company, employees, families, staff, that watch these videos. And whenever I get this information, I do my best to put it out there, and I haven't been wrong yet. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I think it sucks. I think it's going to continue to happen. And it's not going to get better anytime soon, unfortunately. Especially with everything else that's going on, which we'll talk about in an upcoming video with the strike authorization and some of the other stuff that's going on within the company. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.